Hey everyone and welcome back. Well, finally, Rockstar has broken the silence regarding the upcoming DLC and we have got a new newswire post, giving a very short brief explanation about what the new DLC is going to be themed around. So without wasting much time, let's get on to the video. I'm kind of excited about the new DLC. First and foremost itself, we received this image as we are, welcomed into the post, and also the release date is mentioned right at the top, which is on June 13th. That is not the coming week, but the week after that on a Tuesday. So pretty cool. It's like, less than 2 weeks for the new DLC to drop. Pretty good. And before we go further, I want to talk more about the first image itself that we saw right in the beginning itself. So finally, after 9 years, we are getting a proper fighter jet. I mean, yeah, the B-11 is also a fighter jet, don't get me wrong, but it's not like, these type of jets. This particular jet is based off of the F-35. You can see the resemblance from the front air intake, the front hole design, as well as the tail section. Everything is just like the real life counterpart, guys. Although the tail is slightly different, they can't make it exactly the same, but still, overall, you can kind of make out, right? And I sincerely hope it kind of has the hovering features. I mean, that would be pretty cool if it doesn't. Not bad or anything, but it's just gonna be better if it has the vertical hover feature like the F-35B. But yeah, fingers crossed and hoping there's gonna be that particular version. I'm not sure. We'll have to wait and check it out. I don't have that much of expectations for Rockstar games at this point. But yeah, moving on, well, the theme of this DLC is going to be somewhat circled around the Merryweather security. So as you can see right in the beginning itself, they kind of mention those people are what we're going to be taking on in this present DLC. The whole story, missions is going to be circled around that. And let me take your attention to this next image, which actually shows the aircraft carrier, but also keep in mind, there's no mentioning about, purchasable aircraft carrier. So, I mean, guys, I know players have been dreaming about owning the aircraft carrier, just like the nuclear sub or the underground facility or bunkers, just like that. But sadly, there's no mentioning about purchasing an aircraft carrier. I mean, that's going to be mind-blowingly insane, right? So yeah, nonetheless, that is not on the table for this DLC. But one thing that I want to get your attention to is this new particular plane that I kind of noticed in this image right away. If you notice the aircraft carefully, it is not like any other aircraft that we already have, like the Mogul or the Velum or any of that. So this is slightly different. It has got two propellers and also the tail section is slightly different from the Mogul, so it's not the same. And I'm kind of curious what different features or weapons or what different is it going to be from the other existing planes. So we'll have to wait and check it out, how it's going to be better or worth purchasing or not. So yeah, that's a new aircraft as well. So 2 new aircrafts confirmed as of now. Moving on, there's the introduction to the character that's going to be leading in this DLC. That is basically the hangar's mechanic, who is also a pilot. So Charlie Reed, he's the one that's going to be leading in this DLC and our point of contact for this whole DLC story missions and everything. So yeah, that's with that. Basically a character coming back. So yeah. And then up next, we're going to be introduced to another vehicle that's going to be coming back, which is the Avenger. And it's going to be getting a new operations terminal. So an operations terminal just like the Terabyte, that's going to be pretty good, the command center that we got in the arcade, something like that in the air, which is the Avenger, would be insane. But we'll have to wait and check it out. There's not much information. And there's also the weapon system upgrade, which is basically we are getting a new set of weapons. I mean, as a pilot, there was literally no weapons for us to access or destroy any enemies. So now, as you can see, we are getting a missile barrage pod as well as a machine gun pod, I think. I'm not sure, it's not clearly visible, but that is my best guess. So that is actually pretty cool. Thumbs up from my side. And moving on, there's more info regarding the Avenger itself. Now we have the ability to store and customize our Avenger in our hangars. So earlier when the Avenger got released, it was restricted to the facility. We could not get the Avenger if we did not have the facility, even though we had the hangars. So now they have kind of changed up and we can store the Avenger in the hangars. I would like to see how that's going to turn out, and I'm very curious about that. Next, even more mind-blowingly weird and kind of cool actually, is that we can actually store or access our Avenger even if we don't own a hangar or a facility property. Now this is like mind-blowing, guys. I mean, just backtrack a few years and remember how everyone had to grind and get a facility if we had to get the Avenger. And now it's like, it doesn't even make sense to have those. If we just have the hangar, we are good to go. I mean, even if we don't have a hangar, we can still access it. So, this is kind of mind-blowingly, weirdly cool. Moving on, up next, we get a glimpse of another new vehicle that's going to be added, and right off the bat, you can see that it's a two-door off-roader or an SUV. And taking a closer look, you can right away make out it is based off of the Mitsubishi Pajero Eclipse version. I mean, back in the day, this was like all rage, and it was kind of like an icon in the off-roading segment. And actually, these are like pretty cool, just the two-door versions of a four-door SUV. Anyway, that's one of the new vehicles. And up next, right away, we actually got a mention about a new tactical SMG that's being added, and it's going to be perfect for firing while driving. So hopefully it is better than the AP pistol. I'm not sure. Here's a glimpse of it. And my personal favorite is the AP pistol. And yeah, we'll have to wait and check it out how this is going to be ranking amongst those other previous weapons we have already got in the game. So that's with the new weapon. And moving on, we are going to be getting new daily time trials. I'm not sure about the rewards, but daily time trials is going to be interesting, guys. I mean, now we're just getting like once a week. So now we're going to be getting like every day. That's pretty good. And also there's like quality of life updates that's going to be taking place in the upcoming DLC. One of the major ones has been requested from years now, which is to claim all of the destroyed vehicles all at once. There's also the alternate sprint control option. I mean, earlier we had to hold a button. If you're on PC, we had to hold the shift button in order for the character to run. Hopefully there's going to be a button when pressed our character starts running. That's going to be really helpful. And right away after that, we're going to be getting custom description tags for garages. Now this is going to be really helpful for players that do not have, cars arranged in a way where, they can remember where they have parked certain cars. I actually have like all of them categorized and stored in a way that I can remember from which garage a particular set of cars are stored at. So it's going to be handy for us as well. And this is a thumbs up update from my side. Also for the taxi players, well, dream come true for you guys now that the Willard Eudora as well as the Albany Classic Broadway are going to be eligible for the taxi work when equipped with the taxi liveries. So if you do not have them equipped with the taxi liveries, you can't be doing those missions, but once equipped, you can do them. So that's a pretty good thing. Last but not the least, there's also mentioning about the creator updates. And moving on, there's a final car that's being showcased, and right off the bat, just from the first glance itself, you can make out this is a Dodge vehicle, specifically the new Dodge EV car, also known as the Dodge Charger Daytona SRT, simplified the Dodge EV. So there we go. The headlights, the hood, the whole body line, everything is just like the real life one. And yeah, kind of interested to see how this is going to be turning out in GTA Online, the muzzle EV. Hopefully there's no like a fake muzzle car sounds in GTA, just like what we're getting in real life. That turned out to be so hideous. Anyways, good news for all the old gen console players. This DLC is going to be releasing for all of the platforms, so you guys can rejoice too. That's a pretty good thing. But sadly guys, there's no information regarding the expanded and enhanced content for the PC players or old gen. I don't think they're really going to receive it. But even for PC players, there's literally nothing. So yeah, kind of disappointed, but still hoping it's gonna get released, because it's been more than a year since the new gen console players received it. I mean, I don't care about anything else, I just want those 3 new vehicles. That's pretty much it. But anyways guys, those are all the information, and those are all the things that we can look forward to in this present DLC with this little bit of information. I'm guessing the new DLC teaser or trailer is going to be released the coming week, hopefully on the Friday coming week, that is on the 9th. And since the DLC is going to be coming out on 13th, so yeah, Friday seems to be the day for the trailer release. I'm not sure, but yeah, let's look forward to it. And that's pretty much it for now, guys. Make sure to stay tuned. Let me know what all content that you guys want me to make or cover on, and let me know down in the comments. Do drop the video a like and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Make sure to stay tuned. Thank you all and have a good day.